What is going on, everyone? Welcome into another edition of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, where I'll be doing my live play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games throughout the season, and of course into the March Madness tournament. And we got a huge matchup for tonight with a battle of Virginia on store for us, with two top 25 teams about to go down in about 5 minutes or so. So before we get to the tip-off, we're about 5 to 6 minutes before the tip-off here. I'll go over some of the information for this ACC matchup between two teams from Virginia, both rivals in this one. The number 3 Virginia Cavaliers taking the road as they're traveling to the number 20 Virginia Tech Hokies out of Blacksburg, Virginia for this matchup. But before I go into some of the information on both of these teams, before the pregame tip-off, I'll let you know about my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I do play-by-play live reactions to college basketball games. And if you like what I do, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel, and spread the word as well. We'll go right into the information here in the pregame about both of these teams. Let's start off with the away team tonight, the number 3 team in the nation, the Virginia Cavaliers, coming in right now with a record of 22-2 overall, 10-2 in the ACC. Their only 2 losses this season have been at the hands of the Duke Blue Devils. Right now on the road, the only road loss that the Cavaliers suffered was at Cameron Indoor Stadium at Duke, where they're 7-1 on the road right now for Virginia, as they've won 2 in a row after they lost at home against Duke. Those past 2 games for Virginia, they beat North Carolina last Monday as they shot the ball phenomenal from the field. Over 53% shot conversion from the field during that game, and they shot the ball 55% from behind the arc for the Virginia Cavaliers when they beat North Carolina by 8. Kyle Guy and DeAndre Hunter led the team in scoring. Both of those guys had 20 points against UNC. And then their last win was a 6-point win against Notre Dame on Saturday. They beat them 60-54 as the Cavaliers were led again by Kyle Guy. He had 22 points. Right behind him, Andre Hunter, once again, 20 points and 10 rebounds, posted a double-double that game. Let's look out to the key players for tonight, as those 2 guys are on it as well. Kyle Guy, DeAndre Hunter, and also add Ty Jerome onto that list as well. The 3 players to watch out for: Kyle Guy has had double-digit points in 21 of his games this season. Out of the 24 that Virginia has played, Kyle Guy also leads the Cavaliers in points per game, just above 15 points per game he's averaging this season. Right behind him is DeAndre Hunter, as he averages about 15 points per game, as he also has had 20 points in back-to-back games in the past 2 games with North Carolina and Notre Dame. And then also look out for the all-star point guard, Ty Jerome. He had a career-high 12 assists against Virginia Tech. That was back on January 15th. Watch out for Ty Jerome tonight. He's also 3rd right now in the ACC in assists per game. He averages just above 5 assists per game. We look to the Virginia Cavaliers with their strength of schedule. Right now, they're 31st with their strength of schedule in all college basketball out of 353 teams, and their only 2 losses came to the hands of the Duke Blue Devils. They're 6-2 against the AP Top 25. They beat Wisconsin. They won at Maryland. And then they beat Florida State. They beat Virginia Tech the first time they met back on January 15th, as Virginia shot the ball from the field at just over 58% from the field, as Ty Jerome had that career-high 12 assists that night, and DeAndre Hunter led the team with 21 points. Also, for top 25 games against the AP Top 25, Virginia beat North Carolina State by 1, and they beat UNC. It's the one I talked about last Monday, 69-61. What the Cavaliers do well coming into this game? Well, they're 1st in the nation right now in least points allowed. They only allow their opponent to score just above 54 points per game on the season. And right now, Virginia is in the top 5 in all of college basketball and the fewest fouls committed this season. And also, Virginia does not turn the ball over that much as well. They're currently 1st in all of college basketball and turning the ball over the fewest amount of times, per game. And also, Virginia right now is top 5 in all college basketball in shooting percentage defense and three-point shooting percentage defense. As we flip the script here to the Virginia Tech Hokies, we're a couple of minutes away here from tip-off between these two rivals, Virginia and Virginia Tech. The past 2 games, the Virginia Tech Hokies have won those as well, coming on a 2-game winning streak, as they have a record right now of 20-5 overall, 9-4 in the ACC, and they're 12-1 at home. They're ranked 20th right now in the AP Top 25. They beat Georgia Tech last Wednesday, 76-68, as Ty Outlaw led the scoring for the Hokies in that one with 20 points, as he went 6 for 12 from behind the arc in that one. And then on Saturday against Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech squeaking out another win, this one by 6 as well. So both of these teams won by 6 points on Saturday, as Virginia Tech beat Pittsburgh 70-64. They shot the ball 47.6% from behind the arc that game, and they shot the ball from the field around 51.2% in that one. Kerry Blackshear had that career night against Pittsburgh, as he had 29 points. That's a career high for Blackshear, and he had 9 rebounds to go along for it, as Blackshear from the field was 10 for 11 shooting against Pittsburgh. We look to those key players that could play a factor tonight for the Hokies. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has had double-digit points in 22 out of his 25 games this season for the Hokies. Also, Kerry Blackshear Jr. in there. He's the tallest player on the team, leads the team in rebounds as well, just above 6 rebounds per game. And then Ty Outlaw shooting the ball from the field. He's first right now in the ACC in three-point shooting percentage, just above 48% conversion on his shots from behind the three-point line, and he had his season-high 20 points against Georgia Tech back last Wednesday in that win. We'll look to the top 25 for Virginia Tech. They're 2-3 against the top 25 as they beat Purdue in non-conference play. They beat NC State 47-24. That's the lowest points that a team has allowed in the shot clock era since 1985, since the shot clock was installed. We're on our way here. Virginia and Virginia Tech just tipped off. Virginia has the ball first. The Cavaliers in the white jerseys, blue and orange lettering, dribbling now at the top of the key to the left wing, passes it at the left wing with the ball here. Ty Jerome feeds the ball off to Kyle Guy at the left wing, trying to dribble inside now. Guy with 3 on the shot clock, right wing, deep 3 from the outside, and no good. It rattles out by Ty Jerome, rebounded by the Hokies. As Virginia Tech will have their first shot with the ball, they take it past the timeline in their maroon jerseys with the orange outline. 19-14 remaining here, Virginia and Virginia Tech. And Virginia goes and gets their first basket of the game with 19:05 left to go. So Virginia Tech scoring first. 2-0 Hokies. Cavaliers with the ball now at the right wing behind the perimeter. It's Kyle Guy dribbling at the top of the key here for Guy. And dribbling towards the right wing. He passes the ball off. At the right wing of the perimeter, Jerome feeds the ball down low. DeAndre Hunter with it, and jumper right elbow, and he hits. As this game is tied up at 2 with 18:38 remaining. So the first basket goes for DeAndre Hunter of Virginia, and now the Hokies have the ball. 18:28 remaining. At the left wing behind the arcs, Ahmed Hill. He feeds the ball now, trying to go baseline. Pass down low to Ty Outlaw. He saves it before it goes out of bounds, and they're passing around the perimeter. Blackshear feeds the ball right wing here to Beatty. Beatty feeds the ball. Blackshear, turnaround 3, and he hits it. Kerry Blackshear, and he counted as a 2 as his foot was on the line. So he hit a deep 2 right there just above the free throw circle. 18 minutes remaining. Virginia Tech is up 4-2. Cavaliers with the ball now. Dribbling around the perimeter for Virginia. DeAndre Hunter feeds the ball baseline. Kicks it back outside. Right wing 3. And it hits from the outside by the Cavaliers. And they have the 5-4 advantage. That was Kyle Guy who hit that one from the outside. Hokies now with the ball. Top of the key. They feed it at the free throw circle to Blackshear. Blackshear looking for somebody who's open. Hands the ball off here to Hill. Trying to go down low as He fed the ball back to Blackshear, and it's up and in. 6-5, and the Hokies take the lead right back. 17-15 left to go. Virginia with the ball. It's into the hands of Ty Jerome. He passes the right side of the timeline. Feeds the ball to the top of the key. Cavaliers passing the ball around the three-point arc here at the right wing. Trying to dribble inside. Jerome feeds it up and in off the glass. Lots of scoring early in this one. Ty Jerome banks that one home. 16:50 left to go. Virginia Tech now with the ball, and they take it past the timeline with Nikhil Alexander Walker into the hands of Ahmed Hill. Feeds it off to Walker now. And nice pass to Ahmed Hill between his legs, and Ahmed Hill with a two-handed jam, and the Hokies take back the lead. 8-7 with 16:32 left to go in the first. Virginia now with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Kihei Clark passes the ball off to the top of the key. That's to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter now dribbling with the ball into the left wing on the perimeter. He has it. Hunter now trying to go inside. Spin move. Trying to feed it over Blackshear. And that ball did go out of bounds. But it looks like there was a foul committed. A shooting foul committed by Virginia Tech. So looks like the first foul been committed with 16:15 remaining. The score right now, Hokies 8, Virginia 7. Refs meet together. They say that wasn't a foul actually, and they say the ball was just tipped out of bounds. So Virginia will get the ball back. And a deep two from just above the free throw circle. Couldn't go down for the Cavaliers, and it's rebounded by the Hokies. 16 minutes left to go. Virginia Tech takes the ball up past the timeline. They feed the ball to the right wing of the perimeter here for the Hokies. Now they try to go down low, and it's over the head of Blackshear, and it's out of bounds. So Virginia will get the ball back. As we have 15:52 left to go, I'm going to update you guys with the score right now. The Virginia Tech Hokies out early at home, 8-7 in this one. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so don't miss a beat here with my channel. So right now we're on a commercial break. I'll just get you guys updated with what's been going on so far in this game through the box score. Pretty good scoring so far long with this one. Both of these teams shooting the ball fairly well from the floor right now. We'll dig into some of the team stats and the box score since we're on this commercial break here. So we look to the team stats. Virginia Tech is perfect so far right now. They're 4 for 4 from the field currently in this one. They also are leading the rebounding early in this game. They only have 2 rebounds compared to Virginia's 1. Virginia is shooting the ball 3 for 6 from the field right now so far. We look to some of the other team stats here. Not really much going on. Virginia Tech did have the 1 turnover in the pass over the head of Blackshear and out of bounds, and that's what led us to this TV timeout. So that's the only turnover of the game so far. Let's see what else is going on here for both of these teams. For Virginia, looks like the leading scorer so far in this one's been Kyle Guy. He did hit a 3-pointer. He's 1 for 1 from the outside. And then DeAndre Hunter chipping in with 2 points. Ty Jerome as well with 2 so far in this game. Kerry Blackshear right now with 5 points for Virginia Tech. And Ahmed Hill with 4 right now. Looks like there's like a little discrepancy here between the box score of ESPN, what I have on when I'm reading off of ESPN, and what is ESPN.com, and what is the actual graphic on the scoreboard. As maybe there's a discrepancy because the one I called a 3 earlier on by Kerry Blackshear looked like a 3, but then when the scoreboard changed it, they only counted it as a deep 2, like his foot was on the line or something like that, because on ESPN.com, the score says Virginia Tech 9, Virginia 7, whereas right now on the scoreboard graphic I have on the actual stream going on, the score is 8-7. So I'll keep you guys posted on what's actually the score when the graphic does reload after we do get back from the timeout, which we have done right now. We just got back from commercial break. The teams are meeting together on the bench here as we'll go through the coaches here. Buzz Williams, the head coach of the Hokies in his 5th season, as he has a record right now of 94 wins, 65 losses. As Buzz Williams has made it to the NCAA tournament in the past 2 years for the Hokies, as they lost in the first round last year against the number 9 seed in the tournament, the Alabama Crimson Tide. They lost to them by 3, 86-83. Last season, Virginia Tech in the NCAA tournament turned out to be a number 8 seed. And before he took the job at Virginia Tech, Buzz Williams was the head coach for Marquette from 2008 to 2014. Virginia with the ball now, and they get the basket to tie it up at 9. So there was a discrepancy there with the scoreboard graphic. They have changed it after the timeout, and this game is 9-9. So Virginia Tech has 9 points instead of 8, since the refs went back to the timeout and rolled. Kerry Blackshear hit the 3-pointer. Passing around the perimeter now for Virginia Tech. Blackshear trying to dribble his way inside, trying to go over Salt. Kicks the ball back outside now. Virginia Tech passing around the perimeter. Left corner 3 from the outside. No good. Hit short, but there's an offensive rebound by the Hokies. So they get it back and they set it up. 15:05 left to go in the first. Virginia Tech now with the ball at the top of the free throw circle. Kerry Blackshear guarded by Salt. Blackshear trying to go inside, and there was a foul call with 15 minutes left to go. So Virginia will pick up their first foul of the night. I'll update you guys with the score here. So the score right now is 9-9, and the Hokies will get a chance to inbound it. And they do. They send the ball to the top of the key here, and they're calling up a play, dribbling towards the right wing behind the perimeter, and he feeds it off to Blackshear. Blackshear lobs the pass over the top, and what a rejection by Virginia. But it looks like there was another foul on that block by the Cavaliers. Wasn't ruled a shooting foul, so it looks like the refs will say that the Hokies will inbound it again with 14:51 remaining. And they put it in the basket right there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker found himself right below the basket on the backdoor screen. 11-9 right now. Hokies up by 2. Virginia with the ball at the top of the key, passing the ball left wing. Now for the Hokies. Now to get the ball into the hands of Jack Salt, right wing. With it is Ty Jerome. Feeds the ball to the top of the key, moving the ball around the perimeter towards the left side, and now to the right side with it, trying to dribble into the lane. Jerome feeds the ball left corner. 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Virginia. Another circus shot put up, and it's completely airballed and rebounded by the Hokies. Right now with 14:15 remaining, the score is 11-9, and the ball did get touched out of bounds by Virginia as well. So the Hokies will get the ball back on the inbound. So 14:10 remaining. The Hokies have the ball. They take it past the timeline with Beatty. Beatty feeds the ball top of the key here. When Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's now at the free throw circle, feeds the ball left wing with it. Try to dribble inside, kicks the ball back outside. Left wing 3, no good by Walker. And it looks like we do have a foul called on a rebounding foul by Virginia Tech with 13:55 remaining. So the Cavaliers will get the ball back. The score right now, Virginia Tech 11, Virginia 9 with 13:53 remaining in the first. The Cavaliers here with the ball at the right wing of the perimeter with its Ty Jerome. Jerome feeds the ball left corner, trying to go baseline, kicks the ball right corner 3 from the outside. No good. It hits the rim short, rebounded on an offensive rebound by the Cavaliers. So they get it again. Jerome with a burst of speed past defenders, kicks it out, and no good. Left corner 3. Couldn't hit by Kihei Clark, and we do have another foul called here on the play with 13:29 remaining. The score right now is Virginia Tech 11, Virginia 9. As it looks like for the Cavaliers, Ty Jerome does check out of the game for this moment. Coming into this game, Jerome is 3rd right now in the ACC in assists per game. He averages just above 5 assists per game. So Virginia will get the ball back here. They feed the ball out to the right wing of the perimeter and dribbling towards the left wing now. With it, Kyle Guy. Now they're trying to go baseline. It was Braxton Key feeds the ball off. Virginia trying to go inside, and Diakite is stripped of the ball. With The time right now, 13:16 remaining in the first, but it looks like Mamadi Diakite for Virginia was fouled on the play on. He'll go to the line for 2. So the score right now, Virginia Tech 11, Virginia 9, 13:16 left to go in the first. And Diakite at the line. He's a 79% free throw shooter this season, and that one just rattles out and almost went in, but the courtesy of the rim didn't give it to him. So the scoring now, Virginia 9, Virginia Tech 11. So the first opportunity for a free throw today could not go down for Mamadi Diakite. Second shot from the line by Diakite. And he hits that one. We got ourselves a 1-point game. Hokies 11, Cavaliers 10. And the ball now into the hands of Nikhil Alexander Walker. Passes the right side of the timeline. And now they have it at the top of the key for the Hokies. They feed it to Blackshear, the free throw circle. Gives the ball up to Walker. And he feeds the ball back outside and he'll set up the offense at the right wing of the perimeter. Going to the right elbow and back to the right wing. Outside, no good. But Ty Outlaw gets the rebound and Virginia Tech sets back up the offense. Blackshear now trying to turn down low. Blackshear left post, low post, and it's up and in by Kerry Blackshear. 13-10, and the Hokies have the advantage. 12:35 left to go in the first. Virginia now with the ball into the hands of Kyle Guy. Feeds the ball right wing of the perimeter. And it's into the hands of Kihei Clark. Clark trying to dribble, kicks the ball back outside. For Virginia now with the left wing of the perimeter, we do have a foul called on the play, and it looks like it's an offensive foul by the Cavaliers. So the ball will go back to the Hokies as Ahmed Hill took the charge for Virginia Tech with 12:22 left to go in the first. So I'll update the score for you guys right now. We're about to get back to action, but Virginia is down. Right now, this game is 10-13. As the Hokies have the advantage. Virginia Tech dribbling around the perimeter. Right wing 3 from the outside. No good. And an offensive rebound by Ty Outlaw. He's had a couple of offensive rebounds early in this one as we have 12 minutes left to go in the first. 13-10. Hokies with the ball with 11:55 remaining to go before the half. Dribbling now at the top of the key. And now it's a top of the key 3 by Nikhil Alexander Walker. Could not hit. Diakite gets the rebound for the Cavaliers. They bring it past the timeline with 11:38 remaining to go in the first. Virginia with the ball. Right wing behind the perimeter. Kyle Guy feeds the ball off left elbow with it. Kihei Clark as they're passing the ball around the perimeter. Right wing 3. Deep from the outside. No good by Ty Jerome. Offensive rebound by Virginia. But we do have... It looks like a foul called on the play, and it was an offensive rebounding foul by the Cavaliers. So I'll give you guys the update here on the scoreboard in the chat, and I'll let you guys know about any more updates. So we got ourselves a commercial break here. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel if you guys wish, and I'll be doing play-by-play live reactions all season long. The college basketball games are... Right now, the Hokies are up 13-10 against the Cavaliers. Right now, the score 13-10, Virginia Tech. Currently up in this one, and it's been a surprise. The Hokies have stayed there with a rebounding game so far. It's been a big surprise that Virginia Tech has a smaller team outsized, as they only have 2 players on their team that's 6'7" or above, and actually one of them is in the game. The other player actually hasn't even really played this season. Landers Noli, he's 6'7", as he hasn't played at all this season. But Kerry Blackshear is the only player on this team above 6'6" or taller, as Kerry Blackshear is 6'10", and right now Virginia Tech has 6 rebounds, as this is a team that is dead last in the ACC in rebounds per game, as they average about 32 rebounds per game, but they're staying there right with Virginia in this one. We look to the stats. Kerry Blackshear really delivering right now for the Hokies with 7 points on this commercial break, so he's leading the way in the scoring. However, Ty Outlaw is getting the job done. 3 rebounds, and all of them have been on the offensive end so far for this one, for Ty Outlaw, keeping his team in it with those missed shots and picking up his teammates by rebounding it. And Ahmed Hill chipping in second on the team right now with 4 points, and Nikhil Alexander Walker with 2. We looked at the scoring right now for the Cavaliers. 3 points so far by Kyle Guy, but it looks like Ty Jerome's leading the team so far in this one with 4 points, and DeAndre Hunter with 2. DeAndre Hunter in a little bit of foul trouble already. Hunter has 2 charged fouls on him in the early stages of this one, and Mamadi Diakite did hit a free throw, so he went 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, so he only has 1 point so far. So that's how we're doing so far in this game. Not a lot of college basketball today, as there's only a couple other top 25 games out there. Number 22, Wisconsin, led by Ethan Happ, who is only one of 2 players in the nation right now for D1 college basketball, averaging a double-double, as he averages double-double in points scored and also rebounds, as number 22, Wisconsin, will take on Illinois tonight. Illinois with a record of 10-15, but they're 6-8 in the Big Ten, and they've won 4 games in a row, shocking Michigan State this season. They also beat Maryland. They beat Rutgers in a close one, and they're coming off that win against Ohio State last Thursday as well. So watch out for this Illinois team tonight if you're Wisconsin. And, of course, I'll be having more streams of my play-by-play and live reactions all season long. And get ready for Duke against UNC. I'll have that one for you guys on Wednesday, as it looks like Virginia is at the line for a flagrant one committed by Wabisa Beatty of the Hokies here on the rebound. So Virginia is at the free throw line for that, with Kyle Guy shooting, and he cannot make he made 1 out of 2 from the free throw line there. So the score right now is Hokies 13 and Cavaliers 11 in this battle for Virginia tonight, as the Cavaliers will get the inbound back. So it's a 2-point game. The ball went into the hands of Jack Salt. He handed the ball off right wing of the perimeter here. It's Kihei Clark as he feeds the ball off left wing to Kyle Guy. Guy at the left wing of the perimeter, and he feeds the ball to the free throw circle here with Diakite. Diakite trying to go inside. Bakes it up and in off the glass by Mamadi Diakite to tie this thing up at 13 with 11 minutes left to go in the first. Hokies now with the ball. They pass the timeline. Left wing of the perimeter with it, and now to the right wing. It's Nikhil Alexander Walker, who has the ball, dribbling at the left elbow. Feeds the ball off. Ty Outlaw. Deep 2 baseline jumper, overshoots the basket, is rebounded by Virginia with 10:38 remaining in the first. Cavaliers now with the ball. Kyle Guy at the Virginia Tech logo passes the ball off now to Ty Jerome. Jerome feeds the ball off left wing to Kihei Clark. Feeds the ball left elbow and back to Clark, and it's stolen away by the Hokies here. The game is tied at 13 with 10:20 remaining. Virginia Tech now with the ball. They take it past the left side of the timeline with Diakite. Feeds the ball off to Nikhil Alexander Walker. Now the ball into the hands of Ty Outlaw. Feeds the ball baseline to Alexander Walker. Double team. Back to Ty Law. Right wing sides the perimeter. Left wing now with it for the Hokies with 10 on the shot clock. And that shot was blocked from the outside. And it's maintained by Virginia. But on the baseline, Jack Salt just stepped out of bounds for the Cavaliers, and the ball will go back to the Hokies here with 9:58 remaining. So Virginia Tech will get the inbound, and it looks like it's a stoppage in time here with 9:58 remaining to go. So now we're back. Going to get back to action. Virginia Tech will finally inbound this, as it's an open man, right corner 3, and it's no good by the Hokies. They had their open man from the right corner right there. Couldn't hit it. So now Virginia gets the rebound, and they have the ball. Top of the key here. Diakite feeds the ball off right wing now of the perimeter for the Cavaliers. Back to Diakite at the top of the key. Diakite dribbling towards his left. Feeds the ball off to BD. Back to Diakite. And there's a lot of perimeter passing here for Virginia. Right wing, deep 3. Oh, he banks it up and in off the glass. It's Kyle Guy showing you what the stroke is like from the outside. Kyle Guy, 2 for 3 from the outside tonight, 44% shooting the 3 ball on the season, and Virginia pulls ahead 16-13 with 9:08 remaining. Virginia Tech moving the ball around the outside, right corner 3. No, it could not go down by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Rebounded here by the Cavaliers. Virginia is up 16-13 with 8:55 remaining. They get the ball past the timeline. Left wing here with Clark. Another left wing 3. Catch and shoot. No good by Kyle Guy. Fight for the rebound, and Blackshear has it for the Hokies. They take it past the timeline. Beatty now passes the ball off. Float over the top to Blackshear. They kick it back outside. Left corner 3, and Ty Outlaw, the #1 3-point shooter in the ACC, showing you his touch from the outside. We're tied up at 16. 8:25 left to go in the first. Virginia takes the ball past the right side of the timeline. Ty Jerome feeds the ball off now. Jay Huff at the top of the key with it for the Cavaliers, and back to Jerome. Feeds the ball off to Diakite. They're passing around the perimeter. Here's Kihei Clark, and he feeds the ball off. Catch and shoot. Nothing but net from the outside. Is right there is Kyle Guy. 10 points, and he's 3 for 5 from behind the arc. 3-pointers going tonight. 19-16. The Cavaliers have the advantage. Virginia Tech dribbling around the left side of the perimeter, and now it's a catch and shoot. Right wing, no good by Outlaw. Rebounded by the Cavaliers. Jay Huff gets the ball, and he feeds it to Kihei Clark. So the score right now, Virginia 19, Virginia Tech 16. 7:35 left to go in the first half. Now Virginia at the right wing behind the perimeter, passing inside, and the ball is tipped and stolen away by the Hokies. They get numbers on the transition, and they are going to set up the offense here. Nickeil Alexander dribbling towards his left, and it's an open man from the right corner. He couldn't hit it. Was Beatty, but Virginia Tech gets the offensive rebound. So Beatty is 0 for 3 tonight from behind the arc. Virginia Tech, however, they get the offensive rebound, passing around the perimeter once again. Right wing now of the perimeter, Nickeil Alexander-Walker dribbling between defenders, feeds the ball, left corner 3, no good by Outlaw. Rebounded by the Cavaliers here with 6:50 left to go in the first. And we got a timeout called. Kihei Clark. And Tony Bennett signals for a timeout. The score right now, Virginia 19, Virginia Tech 16. I'll update you guys in the chat with the score. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Right now, 6:48 remaining to go in this game. We are on a TV timeout, so I'll get you guys updated with the leading scorers of this one. It looks like Kyle Guy is leading the way for Virginia right now. He has 10 points, 2 rebounds along with that, as he's 3 for 5 from the outside. Pretty impressive start for Kyle Guy in this one. As we look to Virginia Tech, their leading scorer right now is Kerry Blackshear with 7 points. He's also adding the stat line with 3 rebounds so far. And then behind him, second on the team right now, is Ahmed Hill with 4 points. And then 3 points coming in is Ty Outlaw. He hit a shot from the right corner from the outside. So that's what's going on with the box score here. We'll look into some of the team stats. Virginia shooting the ball just below 44% from the field right now in this one. Virginia Tech shooting the ball just below 39% from the field. From the outside, Virginia Tech shooting the ball 2 for 12 right now from the outside. They've missed a couple of big open shots where Virginia couldn't get back in time to defend them, as Virginia Tech from the outside, I think it was Wabisa Beatty who had a couple of good open looks for a 3 from the outside, but he just couldn't connect on them. And from the outside for Virginia right now, they're 3 of 9 so far from 3-point range. Of course, all those 3-point shots have gone down so far by Kyle Guy, who leads the scoring with 10 points for the Cavaliers. We look to some of the other team stats. Virginia out-rebounding the Hokies right now, 12-8 currently in this one. However, even without their star point guard, Justin Robinson, Virginia Tech right now leading the way in assists, as right now the Hokies have 6 assists in this one compared to the Cavaliers 4 so far. We'll look to who's got the stat line for the Hokies for assists. It looks like Nickeil Alexander-Walker is leading the team with 3, and then Wabisa Bede has 2 assists, and then Ahmed Hill has 1. So we're on a commercial break right here. We should be back to action very shortly. The score right now is Virginia Tech trailing by 3 against Virginia. Virginia 19, Virginia Tech 16. Not a whole lot of turnovers so far either. Actually, coming into this game, Virginia was the #1 team in fewest turnovers per game, but they've turned the ball over 3 times. In this one, Virginia Tech's turned the ball over once, but not a whole lot of turnovers so far in this game. As we are going to be back to action very shortly here for the battle for Virginia with Virginia and Virginia Tech. What a great start we have for this one. Pretty close so far throughout. And it looks like we're getting ready to inbound as we do. Virginia gets the inbound pass with 6:38 remaining. And now they're at the perimeter. Passes the ball right corner 3 from the outside. Nothing but net. They dial it up for the Cavaliers, and there was a foul on the shot as well, so going to the line for 1. And Ty Jerome showing you his touch as he hit that shot from the right corner for a 3-pointer. So Ty Jerome with 7 points right now for the Cavaliers, looking for 8 as he's at the line, and he swooshes that one. 23-16, Virginia builds on their lead. 6:33 remaining. Blackshear back in the game here for the Hokies, and checking out is PJ Horn for Virginia Tech. 7-0 run here for the Cavaliers in the past minute and 40. Hokies now with the ball at the right wing of the perimeter. It's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Passes the ball to the top of the key for Blackshear. Back to Walker at the right wing. Alexander Walker setting up the offense here. 6:10 left, 8 on the shot clock. Feeds the ball left elbow to Blackshear. Blackshear, deep left elbow 2. Hits it. Nothing but net there for Kerry Blackshear. 23-18. 9 points leading the way for the Hokies right now is Blackshear. Virginia now with the ball. At the top of the key, it's Jack Salt. Dribbling towards the right. He hands the ball off. It goes back to Salt at the top of the key here for the Hokies as they pass at the left wing. Here it is with Kyle Guy into his hands, dribbling towards his right, and now he passes the ball off towards the right wing of the perimeter. Virginia with the ball, trying to back their way out of the double team, and there's a close double team tipped away by the Hokies. 3-on-1 advantage for Virginia Tech, and to the rack. Feed it to Kerry Blackshear, the tallest member of the Hokies, and he'll 2-hand jam it home. 23-20, Virginia Tech cutting into the Cavalier lead. 5:18 remaining. 5:15 before halftime. Virginia with the ball. Let's see if they can do this again. Virginia Tech brought a lot of pressure the last time with a double team, and the Hokies right there managed to force the 4th turnover of the game by the Cavaliers as the ball goes out of bounds. Actually, that's the 5th turnover. Yeah, back-to-back turnovers. So yeah, before when we were on that break, I said that there were 3 turnovers, and Virginia just turned the ball over back-to-back times. So the Hokies now back with the ball. They're at the left wing of the perimeter. Back to the right wing here. Trying to dribble with it. They feed it inside the Blackshear. Kicks the ball back out. A lot of passing here. Left wing 3. No good from the outside by the Hokies. A fight for the rebound. And the ball was tipped away by the Cavaliers. So the Hokies will retain the ball here with 4:47 left to go. Virginia Tech retains possession. 2 for 13 tonight from 3-point ranges. Coming into this game, Virginia Tech is 3rd. Right behind Lehigh and Wofford, and 3-point shooting percentage. The feed down low to Blackshear, and he beats you to the bucket as he 2-hand jams it down. 1-point game. Virginia's up 23-22. That was a huge bucket by Virginia Tech with an open Kerry Blackshear. Virginia trying to go to the basket, and the alley-oop put back up and in by the Cavaliers. They're up by 3 once again. So 4:20 left to go in the first. The Hokies now with the ball as they take it past the right side of the timeline. And they feed the ball off. Top of the key with Isaiah Wilkins. Feeds the ball to Kerry Blackshear at the free throw circle, and he missed his mark on his teammate pass, and the ball stolen away. Virginia to the basket, helping out a teammate. The first one too strong off the rim. Circled around it, though, and his teammate puts it back. So the Cavaliers get the two-handed putback jam, and they're up 27-22 once again. 3:50 left to go in the first. Kyle Guy with 12 points for the Cavaliers. Virginia Tech now with the ball at the top of the key. And another steal by the Cavaliers. They take it past the timeline with Kyle Guy setting up the offense here. 3:30 left to go in the first. With a burst of speed past defenders, but wow, there was a block right there. I thought that Kihei Clark was going to take it home, and another block. Virginia Tech was trying to go with their numbers as there was a block on it, but Virginia Tech gets the ball back after the block, and they lay it up and in. So the score right now, Virginia 27, Virginia Tech 24. Virginia with the ball once again. So it's into the hands of Kyle Guy. Feeds the ball. Baseline trying to go low post, and no. The ball is knocked away by the bottom of the backboard. Both of these teams picking up tempo. Virginia Tech got the ball back for a minute, and it was stolen away again by Virginia. Both of these teams getting a little sloppy. Virginia getting sloppy, and the ball goes out of bounds. As that pass, Kyle Guy intended for his teammate, and his teammate moved, and it went to the left baseline out of bounds. So I'm going to update you guys in the chat right here to score. Virginia 27, Virginia Tech 24. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel if you guys wish. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and I do play-by-play and live reactions. I'll be doing this all season long, and of course, into the March Madness tournament. So don't miss a beat here as I'll update the score for you guys. 27-24, Cavaliers up by 3. So we're on commercial break right here. I'll go into some of the box score stats since we're on commercial break. I just updated the score here as we got a little bit sloppy in the game with a couple of back-to-back turnovers. Some of them led to baskets a few minutes ago, but then some of them just led to plain straight turnovers, as there's been a couple lately in this one. We look to the box score here for the Hokies. The leading scorer has been Kerry Blackshear right now with 13 points for Virginia Tech. He also has 3 rebounds and a steal right now, so Blackshear leading the scoring right now for the Hokies for Virginia Tech. And the leading scorers right now for the Virginia Cavaliers, it's going out to Kyle Guy, 3 for 5 from behind the arc so far for Kyle Guy. He has 12 points currently right now in this game, as we got 2 minutes, 49 seconds before halftime. We're on a TV timeout right now. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I do play-by-play and live reactions. I'll be doing this all season long throughout the season and, of course, into the March Madness tournament. So let's go into some of these team stats right now. Both of these teams shooting the ball at high 40s. Currently, Virginia shooting the ball just below 48% from the field in this one. Virginia Tech shooting the ball just below 46% from the field. But Virginia Tech coming into this game third in three-point shooting percentage, and Virginia coming into this game as they are a top 5 defense and guarding the three-point shot. And right now, Virginia Tech just cannot get their way with the three-point shooting. They're shooting 2 of 13 from behind the arc in this one. And coming into this game, Virginia Tech was ranked 3rd in the nation in three-point shooting percentage, led by Ty Outlaw, who averages about 48% from the three-point line. But coming into this game, they were right behind Lehigh and Wofford in three-point shooting percentage. But right now, the Hokies shooting only 2 for 13 from the outside. So that's been one key factor why Virginia has this lead right now. Virginia out-rebounding Virginia Tech 13-11 currently in this one. And actually, the Hokies with more assists than the Cavaliers right now. The Hokies out-assisting the Cavaliers 8-6 currently in this one. We're under 3 minutes left to go before halftime in this game. So we'll look into some of the other games that's going on tonight. We don't have much going on, but I'll get you updated on that. The ACC standings, maybe even the top 25, as we're almost back to action here with 2:49 left to go in the first. Kyle Guy with 12 leading the way for the Cavaliers, and Blackshear on the other side for the Hokies with 13. Virginia Tech now with the inbound. Blackshear with the ball at the free throw circle, trying to look for somebody's open. 18 on the shot clock remaining. Blackshear backing his way in there, and they call a travel on Kerry Blackshear as he held the ball for way too long, and then he traveled it with it as he tried to do a spin move and walked with it at the free throw circle. So Kerry Blackshear was holding that ball for a long, long time before he finally did something with it, resulting into a travel. The score right now, Virginia 27, Virginia Tech 24. The Cavaliers have the ball as they pass the timeline with Kyle Guy. Left wing with Kyle Guy, and now to the right wing, Ty Jerome behind the perimeter. Catch and shoot, right wing three. Kyle Guy, no good, and a rebound by Blackshear here for the Hokies. They take it past in transition. Virginia Tech upping the tempo. No good as it went off the backboard, rebounded by Virginia. 2:08 remaining. Virginia up 27-24 against Virginia Tech. The Cavaliers with the ball, left wing here with Kihei Clark. It goes back into the hands of Ty Jerome, the point guard for Virginia, and he feeds the ball right wing here with Mamadi Diakite, moving the ball around the perimeter here for Virginia. Clark feeds the ball back to Jerome. Huge three from the outside is no good, as that was a deep 28-foot shot by Ty Jerome. It couldn't go down with 1:45, but Virginia Tech gets charged with the rebounding foul, as it looks like we do have a stoppage in time here. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play live reactions all season long to college basketball games, and of course I'll be doing it into the March Madness tournament, up and in for Virginia on the back cut screen underneath the basket for that one, and the Cavaliers have themselves a 5-point lead. 29-24, Hokies with the ball. Dribbling around the perimeter here from the outside, Nickeil Alexander-Walker feeds the ball into Blackshear at the free throw circle. Blackshear trying to work his way into the low post, up and in for the Hokies to make this back to a 3-point game. Kerry Blackshear keeping Virginia Tech in this one. Virginia now with the ball. Blackshear is 15 right now for the Hokies. Cavaliers pushing the ball around the perimeter. Left wing here, dribbling towards the top of the key. Top of the key, three from the outside, no good by Mamadi Diakite. Rebounded by the Hokies. They take it past the left side of the timeline. Virginia Tech feeds the ball. Blackshear kicks the ball back outside to Ty Outlaw. Outlaw feeds the ball now to Nickeil Alexander-Walker, dribbling around the perimeter, trying to go baseline and inside. He's rejected, but Nickeil Alexander-Walker will go to the line with 48.4 seconds remaining before halftime. The score right now, Virginia 29, Virginia Tech 26. I'll update you guys in the chat with the latest score. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my videos. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. And, of course, I'll be doing this into the March Madness tournament. First shot from the line by Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and no good as it hits the top of the rim off the iron. So on the season, Nickeil Alexander-Walker is shooting from the free throw line just above 75%. He missed his first from the line. That was the first attempt of the game for the Hokies. Here's his second one. And nothing but net on that one. 2-point game. Cavaliers 29, Hokies 27, 46 seconds remaining before halftime. Virginia gets the inbound. They're passing around the perimeter. Kihei Clark trying to dribble baseline, kicks the ball back outside. Catch and shoot, right corner three, courtesy of the rim and up and in. Kyle Guy with 17 points right now for Virginia, and they have themselves a 32-27 lead in a timeout call by Buzz Williams of Virginia Tech. So right now, a TV timeout. I'll update the chat for you guys. Virginia 32, Virginia Tech 27, with about 27 seconds remaining before halftime. And feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to this channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. So don't miss a beat here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 5-point game so far. Right now, I'll go into some of the box score stats here since we're on a commercial break. Virginia leading the way. Kyle Guy won a nice 17 points already. Not even at the half. 4 for 8, shooting the ball from three-point range right now for Kyle Guy. Second on the team right now, Ty Jerome for Virginia. He has 8 points for the Cavaliers. We look to Virginia Tech. What's keeping them in the game is Kerry Blackshear leading the way. He has 15 points right now before the half, and he's also got 4 rebounds and a steal so far by Blackshear. So we are almost back to action here. And when we do go into halftime, I'll go over some of the box score stats. I'll go over the team stats. We'll look into other college basketball games in the ACC standings, top 25 standings at the half. So 27.2 seconds remaining before halftime. Virginia Tech now with the ball. They get it past the timeline here as it's into the hands of Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's the leading scorer for the Hokies, averaging just above 17 points per game, dribbling with the ball with 12 seconds left before the half. Walker trying to go inside, looking for somebody, and shoots the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Virginia, stolen away by Virginia Tech, and up and in at the horn. A steal by Isaiah Wilkins for the Hokies to put this game to a 3-point game at the half. What a key steal right there by Isaiah as he laid that one up and in at the halftime horn. Let's see this on the replay. Virginia got the rebound. They tried to push it up the court, and the pass was tipped away by Isaiah Wilkins, who got it into his own hands and right at the halftime horn delivers. So update here with the score. Virginia 32, Virginia Tech 29. Pretty entertaining first half so far. I'll be doing live streams all this week on college basketball games. I'll get you updated with that schedule. So tomorrow night, I got a Big Ten battle. 7 p.m. back again. It's Purdue against Indiana for that one. And, of course, don't miss out on the big one. Wednesday night, 9 p.m., it'll be North Carolina at Duke. And that game will be at Durham, North Carolina at Cameron Indoor Stadium. And I'll have that play-by-play and reaction to that one. Duke, of course, with that phenomenal 23-point comeback against Louisville last Tuesday with under 9 minutes remaining in that game. That was insane how Duke came back and won that one. And then on Thursday, I got a big game again in the Big Ten as it's 7 p.m. Once again, Michigan against Minnesota. Minnesota currently on the bubble as they play at home against Michigan on Thursday. That could be a huge game for Minnesota if they beat Michigan there. Michigan inside the top 10 right now, inside the AP top 25. So right now, I'll go over some of the team stats since we're at the half. Virginia and Virginia Tech, both of these teams pretty even with shooting percentage, shooting the ball just above 46% from the field in the first half. The key here for Virginia has been stopping Virginia Tech with a 3-ball from the outside, and that's what has had the Virginia Cavaliers right now up by 3 at the half, is because Virginia Tech hasn't been able to shoot 3-pointers that well in this one. The Hokies right now are 2 for 13 from the outside, shooting 3-point shots in this one, compared to Virginia, as the Cavaliers are 5 for 14 converting on 3-pointers at halftime right now. And this Virginia Tech team coming into this game, they're third in the nation in 3-point shooting percentage, right behind Lehigh and Wofford, as right now they're only shooting 2 for 13 from behind the arc. And, of course, they're going up against a top 5 team in the Virginia Cavaliers, defending that 3-point shooting, as Virginia is top 5 in the nation right now in shooting percentage defense and 3-point shooting percentage defense as well. We look to other team stats here at halftime. The Cavaliers out-rebounding the Hokies right now at the half, 16-13. Let's see what else has played a role into this. Virginia, coming into this game, they are number 1 in the nation in turning over the ball the least amount of times in college basketball right now. But that right now, the script has been flipped, as the Hokies only have 5 turnovers at the half currently. Virginia has turned the ball over 8 times right now in the first half. Both of these teams pretty even on fouls committed with 5 right now. Other than that, everything else, we'll see what will happen here in the second half. We look to that ACC standings board, and we see the number 1 Duke Blue Devils out in front now as they've jumped Tennessee inside the AP top 25 after Tennessee's loss on Saturday against Kentucky, as that one was not close in the second half. Kentucky got out to a 14-0 run to start out that second half and never looked back, as Kentucky inside the top 25 moved up to 4 now, and Tennessee moved back to 5. Inside the ACC standings, Duke is first at 11-1, and then Virginia and North Carolina right behind them, 10-2 right now in the ACC. The only two losses that the Cavaliers have lost in those two games, they've been both at the hands of the Duke Blue Devils, who is only one game ahead of them. And then Virginia Tech right now, 9-4 in the conference, tied with Louisville right now. Florida State at 8-4, same as Syracuse. And still, both of these teams are looking like they could be in the tournament. North Carolina State and Clemson. Clemson right now on the bubbles. NC State's right in front of Clemson. 6-7 in the conference for the Wolfpack and the Clemson Tigers at 5-7. Other than that, all the other teams basically out of an at-large contention at this point. Boston College, Notre Dame, Miami, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, and Pittsburgh. All those teams are in the bottom half of the ACC and not projected to be in the March Madness tournament bracket. So we are at the half here. We don't have much college basketball to look forward to tonight. We only have a few games going on in the top 25. Illinois riding a 4-game winning streak, as they have a record of 10-15, 6-8 in the Big Ten, and they're looking pretty well right now, doing pretty well, as they've won 4 in a row. They have a chance to win their 5th at Wisconsin. They did pick up their first away win of the season on Thursday against Ohio State. And let's see if they'll continue that success here against number 22 Wisconsin, playing against Ethan Happ, as he's only one of 2 players right now in all college basketball who's averaging a double-double right now. The other players inside the ACC is Boston College's Kai Bowman, who's also averaging a double-double. But interesting game here. Illinois coming off of big wins against Michigan State, Maryland. They beat Ohio State on Thursday. They also beat Rutgers. And here we are again. They have another chance to play spoiler and upset number 22 Wisconsin right now. The only way that Illinois will be able to get into the March Madness tournament, they basically have to run the table in the Big Ten tournament, get to the title game, and win it. That's the only way that they can get in, basically, is just winning that title game. They can also win out, but they cannot lose another game after that, because there has never been a team with 16 losses inside the March Madness tournament. And right now, Illinois is 10-15. So we're at halftime. The other game going on tonight is number 23 Kansas State against West Virginia. Interesting one here is the last time these two teams meet at the beginning of January, it was West Virginia who had a 21-point lead at one point at Kansas State. And then Kansas State came storming back and won that game by 2 points, as the Wildcats, that was the largest deficit of a comeback in Kansas State history back in January against West Virginia. As here we are again, number 23 Kansas State up against West Virginia, and it looks like another matchup with K-State against West Virginia without the all-star player for this Wildcats team, Dean Wade, as he injured his foot against Iowa State on Saturday. Didn't look good, as that game was close throughout. Kansas State was down to Iowa State, but they were inching back with Dean Wade, as Dean Wade was a main contributor in hitting some big shots early in the second half to get them closer. But then Kansas State fell apart once Dean Wade got injured and lost by 14 Saturday against Iowa State. So here we are again. This time Kansas State's on the road against West Virginia. West Virginia had a big road win earlier in non-conference play against Kansas State's rival Kansas. So we'll see how this one goes in Morgantown tonight at the West Virginia Coliseum. So those are the only 2 games with top 25 teams. Just Wisconsin playing tonight and then Kansas State. I'm going to see if there's anything else going on in college basketball inside D1. Let's see. Nothing much. A couple of games in the SWAC, some games in the Patriot League. There's a game delayed right now between North Carolina Central and Howard. That's an MEAC matchup currently. So that game's under a delay right now. But doesn't look like much here. The only other power conference game is TCU going up against Oklahoma State tonight in the Big 12. That one will tip off at 9 in Stillwater. As Oklahoma State right now has a record of 9-16 overall, going up against a TCU team that they're currently trending towards the bubble. 5-7 right now in the Big 12. They were in the top 25 at one point in the season when conference play begun, but then they got knocked out of the top 25. TCU right now with a record of 17-8 overall. But that's basically it for college basketball games tonight. And stay with me tomorrow. I'll have the battle for the Indiana. So tonight's the battle for the Virginias. And tomorrow, the battle of the Indianas, as we have Purdue going up against Indiana. And last time, when they played at Mackey Arena at the home of Purdue, Purdue beat the Hoosiers in that one by 15. I think it was 70-55 in that one. So this game will be at Indiana tomorrow. I'll have that stream. And then, of course, the rivalries continue. North Carolina against Duke on Wednesday. That should be a big one, 9 p.m. And then I'll be back Thursday with Michigan against Minnesota. Michigan currently inside the top 10, ranked 7th in the nation. Even with that loss at Penn State this week, they only dropped one spot in this week's AP Top 25. And then Minnesota right now is currently on the bubble looking for a statement win. I think Minnesota's 6-8 right now in the Big Ten. We look to the top 25, and Tennessee got booted out of there with a loss against Kentucky. They dropped all the way from 1 to 5. And Duke currently sitting at number 1 right now, and right behind them, Gonzaga. And then Virginia, number 3. Their only 2 losses have been to Duke, but Duke looking like the clear-cut favorite to win it all during the NCAA tournament. We do have about a month until the March Madness tournament starts. And, of course, Kentucky, they did lose against LSU on the tip-in last week, but they redeemed themselves by winning big at home at Rupp Arena against Tennessee. And that put Kentucky ahead of Tennessee, moved them from 5 to 4 this week. Tennessee back to 5. Nevada moved up from 7 to 6 right now as they play inside the Mountain West, and their only loss in the season has been to New Mexico. And it's those one-loss teams here from the non-power conferences, Nevada and Houston. Those are teams to watch out for. Houston as well, playing in the American. They currently sit at number 9 right now with a 25-1 record. The Houston Cougars have the longest active home winning streak in the nation, as I think it's like 33 wins right now. Their home winning streaks at. And then Michigan sitting up at number 7. North Carolina, the team who put up 103 points a month ago against Virginia Tech, right now sitting at number 8. Michigan State got a huge win against Ohio State yesterday. Michigan State was losing at the half, but in the second half, they only gave up 13 points in the second half to the Buckeyes to cruise to that victory, as the Spartans right now currently sit at number 10 in the nation. And, of course, Marcus Howard leading Marquette right now, 11th in the nation. Haven't seen a Marquette team this good in a long time, as the Golden Eagles right now with a record of 21-4 overall, led by Marcus Howard, who averages about 24 points per game, as he's inside the top 5 right now in all college basketball for average points per game, as he's had quite a big past few games. I think he dropped like 30, I think it was like 38 against Villanova, and then the next game after that, he dropped 36 inside Big East action. So Marquette's a team to watch out for. Kansas finally getting back together right now, 20-6 overall. They moved up 2 to number 12 this week inside the AP Top 25. Of course, LSU with that big tip-in at the buzzer against Kentucky. And right now, LSU looking strong, 13th in the nation at 21-4. Right now, they're, I think, the biggest mover of this week. Yes, they are. LSU and the Tigers right now with the biggest mover inside that AP Top 25. They were up 6 this week. And we're at halftime between Virginia and Virginia Tech. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so don't miss a beat out with my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right now, the key for Virginia has to be getting back to Virginia Tech. Actually, it has to get back to 3-point shooting in the second half. The Hokies only connecting on 2 out of 13 shots from behind the arc so far in that first half, as Virginia is a top 5 team in not allowing 3-point shots to fall. As right now, the Cavaliers, a very, very stingy defense. Also, Virginia coming into this game they've allowed the least amount of points in all college basketball, as their opponents only average about 54 points per game scoring on them for the Virginia Cavaliers defense. So stellar defense going up against one of the top 3-point shooting offenses in Virginia Tech in the nation. Right now at the half, Virginia Tech only shooting the ball at 2 for 13 from the field from behind the 3-point line. So we'll be back to action in a couple minutes here since we're at halftime. Looking forward to the second half. What happened before the half ended was that Virginia Tech had the ball and they were trying to drive inside, and then they missed the shot. Virginia got the rebound. They tried to get numbers on the transition. Virginia with the outlet pass, but it was tipped away by the Hokies and taken back, stolen away, and put up at the horn by Virginia Tech to lay it in right there at the halftime horn. It was number 1, Isaiah Wilkins, the freshman guard from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, who got the big steal for Virginia Tech and cut this to a 3-point lead at halftime. So that was a big steal by Wilkins to get this from a 5 to a 3-point game. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long of college basketball games. I'll be doing this into the March Madness tournament as well. The leading scorer for the Virginia Cavaliers, it goes to Kyle Guy in the first half, as Kyle Guy had 17 points, 4 for 8 shooting from the outside in that first half. And Kerry Blackshear on the other side for the Virginia Tech Hokies coming in with 15 points right now and 4 rebounds in the first half. So looking forward to the battle for Virginia in the second half, as we're about to begin momentarily. As we got it back on the stream here with the game. Feel free to let me know in the chat who you guys like as well in this one, UVA or VT. And I'm looking forward to stream more games throughout this week. As tomorrow I have the battle for Indiana. It'll be Purdue against Indiana. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., I'll have the stream of that one. And then back for the Battle of North Carolina, of course. One of the biggest rivalries in all college basketball comes on the screen on Wednesday. I'll have that one for you guys. It'll be North Carolina against Duke, as that'll be number 8 against number 1 for that one. And then Thursday at 7 p.m., I'll have Michigan against Minnesota for Big Ten action. Minnesota currently sitting on the bubble right now in the March Madness tournament projections. We're back to action here. Virginia Tech gets the ball in the inbound with 19:54 remaining. So Virginia Tech in the maroon jerseys with the orange outlines, and they shoot the 3-ball from the outside at the top of the key. No good, but it looks like we do have a foul called already committed by Virginia with 19:46 left to go. So the Cavaliers pick up their first foul of the game here, and the Hokies will get to inbound the ball back. Virginia with their away whites for this one with the orange lettering. Virginia Tech to inbound it. Catch and shoot, right corner 3, and they dialed up from the outside. So Virginia Tech ties this game back at 32. Ahmed Hill hit that shot from the right corner. 19:30 remaining. The Cavaliers here with the ball. Dribbling towards the left wing with its Kyle Guy. Guy feeds the ball here, left elbow to DeAndre Hunter, and it goes back left wing to Kyle Guy, back to Hunter. Into Diakite. Diakite here, trying to back his way inside low post. Mamadi Diakite, no good. Rimmed out. Rebounded by the Hokies with a tie game at 32. 19:08 remaining. Virginia Tech passing around the perimeter. Right wing trying to dribble inside. Kicks the ball back outside. Catch and shoot from the outside. No good by Ty Outlaw. And we do have a rebounding foul here by the Hokies. So they get their first foul of the second half by Virginia Tech, and the ball will go back to the Cavaliers. Kerry Blackshear, it appears, got charged with a foul here. Yep, Kerry Blackshear, he was guarded by Jack Salt, number 33 of Virginia. So now we have 19 minutes remaining, as it looks like there's an official review to see what went on right there. I'm going to update you guys with a score. So we got a stoppage in time with an official review. Virginia and Virginia Tech tied up at 32. 19 minutes left to go in the second. Just updated the chat here for the latest score. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe. I'll be doing live streams and my play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so don't miss a beat here with my channel. I'll be doing this all season long, so we're going to be getting back to action momentarily as the refs do hopefully sort this out very soon. They're at the review stand here talking about the last play. It looked like it was Jack Salt, the center for Virginia, number 33, trying to rebound it next to the center for Virginia Tech, Kerry Blackshear. And it was a foul charge by Blackshear on it. So we'll see what happens here. They rolled as a flagrant one by Kerry Blackshear. So to the line will go Virginia. It'll be Jack Salt at the line for the Cavaliers. And he hits his first from the line with 19 minutes remaining. So the score right now, Virginia 33, Virginia Tech 32. Back at the line for a second one. That one no good by Jack Salt. So he hit 1 for 2 right there from the line, and Virginia will get the ball back on the inbound. So the refs did go to the review stand, and they ruled it a flagrant one on the rebound by Kerry Blackshear. So Virginia will get the inbound after the flagrant one foul called on Blackshear, and here we are, back to action. The score right now, Virginia 33, Virginia Tech 32. Cavaliers with the ball. It's tipped out of bounds by the Hokies. So the Cavaliers will retain possession with 18:52 left to go in regulation. They get it back into the hands of Ty Jerome at the top of the key. Feeds the ball off now to Kyle Guy. Guy back to Jerome. Jerome kicks the ball back outside. Left corner three. No good. Off the mark. Battle for the rebound. And it goes to Jack Salt. But there's a foul called as he had it, and he tried to drill it in the basket as he tried to slam jam it with his left hand up and in. But it looks like Virginia gets called with a rebounding foul. So the ball will go back into the hands of Virginia Tech. So no basket right there. Virginia Tech down by 1, 18:30 remaining in regulation. Trying to look for somebody who's open. Wabisa Beatty finally gets it off left wing to Blackshear. Back to Beatty. Calling the play with the Hokies with 18:20 left to go and 11 on the shot clock. Beatty feeds the ball at the free throw circle to Blackshear. Blackshear, spin move, step back three, right wing. And no good. Almost got the courtesy of the rim. Couldn't fall in the bucket though. Rebounded by Virginia. 18:04 remaining. Cavaliers up by 1, 33-32. The feed inside. No good. Too strong off the rim by Diakite. But he gets fouled. And Mamadi Diakite will go to the line for 2. So I'm going to update you guys with a chat. Once again, we have 17:58 remaining. And the score is Virginia 33, Virginia Tech 32. Virginia and Mamadi Diakite at the line for 2. 17:58, 5 points, 5 rebounds by Diakite so far. Here he is at the free throw line. And he misses the first one on the season. Mamadi Diakite, number 25 for Virginia, is shooting the ball at 79% from the free throw line, and he just missed his first. Diakite is from the African country of Guinea. Tonight from the line, he's shooting 1 for 3. Here's his 4th attempt from the free throw line. Mamadi Diakite, and he hits that one. The score right now, Virginia 34, Virginia Tech 32. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, and of course into the March Madness tournament. Virginia Tech now with the ball, dribbling around the perimeter. Alexander Walker feeds the ball. Right wing three by Blackshear. No good. Rebounded by Kyle Guy of Virginia. Now they take it past the timeline into the hands of Ty Jerome at the at the logo here to the top of the key. Feeds the ball off left wing. Guy and it's stolen away by the Hokies. One-on-one fast break. Virginia Tech up and in into the cylinder. Ahmed Hill off the steal, and the game is tied up at 34. 17:20 remaining. Huge steal by Virginia Tech here to get that one in. Virginia now with the ball, passing around the perimeter. It's Ty Jerome. He feeds the ball back outside to DeAndre Hunter. Passes the ball right wing here to Kyle Guy. Feeds the ball right corner three. Nothing but net by Ty Jerome for Virginia, and back in front for the Cavaliers with a 37-34 lead. Ty Jerome right now 2 for 4 from behind the arc. He has 11 points right now for Virginia. Virginia Tech now with the ball. 16:46 remaining. Left wing with Ty Outlaw. Feeds the ball. Left elbow with its black shear. Looking for somebody's open. Catch and shoot outside. No good by Ahmed Hill. Offensive rebound, though, by Virginia Tech. So they get it back. They set it up. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with the ball in his hands with 16:28 remaining. Alexander-Walker with the ball at the top of the key. Trying to dribble inside past a group of defenders, and he's blocked by Jack Salt, the center for Virginia, but he was fouled as well. Jack Salt picks up his 3rd foul of the game, and to the line will go for Virginia Tech. I think it's number 4, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who will shoot 2 from the line. So the score right now, Virginia 37, Virginia Tech 34 after the shooting foul. Virginia Tech at the line with 16:21 remaining. First shot from the line by Nickeil. Hits it. 37-35. Just updated the chat with the score right now. Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the season is shooting the ball at 75% from the free throw line. He's the leading scorer coming into this game for the Hokies. He only has 6 points tonight, but he's averaging about 17 points per game. Second shot from the line, no good. By Nickeil, rebounded by Virginia. 2-point game, Cavaliers with the ball. Kyle Guy with it, feeds the ball left wing here to Braxton Key, now at the top of the key behind the perimeter. Right wing, dribbling with the ball, Ty Jerome with it, feeds the ball right corner here with Kyle Guy, steps back to the right wing, feeds the ball down low post, and the ball fed to the left wing and is tipped out of bounds by Ahmed Hill of Virginia Tech. Did it get his hand or no? It might, yeah, refs might say that it was out of bounds by Virginia. I'm going to check it here. We do have a stoppage in time. I'm going to go to the play-by-play to see what the refs ruled here, and I'll get you back on the updated score. 15:56 remaining in the second. Oop, just kicked the monitor here. The score is Virginia 37, Virginia Tech 35. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games throughout the season, and of course the March Madness tournament. We got ourselves a pretty good game here for the Battle of Virginia Part 2 tonight, as the first game back in January belonged to the Cavaliers as they beat the Hokies 81-59, but this one right now is a 2-point game. So we'll see what happened there. Yeah, an official TV timeout on the floor with 15:56 remaining. So since we're on the TV timeout here, I'll update you guys with the score. Leading scores right now for the Cavaliers of Virginia is Kyle Guy leading the way right now with 17 points. Ty Jerome right behind him with 11 right now. And for the Virginia Tech Hokies, it's been the Kerry Blackshear show right now, as Blackshear has 15 points, 5 rebounds for Virginia Tech, keeping the Hokies right in this game. Ahmed Hill right now has 9 points. He's second on the team in scoring for the Hokies. We look to some of those team stats right now. At this point of the game, Virginia shooting the ball at almost 45% from the field. In this one, Virginia Tech is shooting at just under 43% from the field. Virginia Tech did start out the second half with a 3-point shot. They are shooting the ball from behind the arc at a dismal 3 for 19 currently in this one. And coming into this game, Virginia Tech was ranked 3rd in all college basketball in 3-point shooting percentage, right behind Lehigh and Wofford on the season. But that top 5 defense in opponent shooting percentage by the Virginia Cavaliers have stepped in front, and that's why Virginia Tech's shooting at a season low 3 for 19 right now from behind the arc. Virginia from the outside shooting the ball right now. The Cavaliers are shooting at 6 for 16 from the outside, and you can say that to Kyle Guy, who right now is shooting the ball at 4 for 8 from three-point range. And that's one we are on a commercial break right now, and Virginia is up against Virginia Tech, up by 2, 37-35. We have 15:56 remaining when we get back into regulation. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. I'll be doing this through the season and, of course, into the March Madness tournament as well. So give this channel a like if you guys wish. We'll be back to action very shortly, and it looks like we are. So Virginia will get the ball back on the inbound here. Passing the ball at the right corner to kick it back outside. Right wing three from downtown, and it's nothing but net as DeAndre Hunter sinks it. And they'll call it a deep 2 for DeAndre Hunter. His foot was on the line. He has 4 points tonight. 39-35. Virginia's up with 15:35 remaining. Blackshear at the free throw circle. Beats the ball down low. No good as he missed the layup. Was Nickeil Alexander Walker of the Hokies, but he gets fouled on the play as Virginia picks up their 4th foul of the night. Alexander Walker will go to the line for 2 again for the Hokies. The score right now, Virginia 39, Virginia Tech 35, 15:33 remaining in this game, and Nickeil Alexander Walker at the line. High arcing free throw shot, and he hits it, making this a 3-point game, 39-36. First shot went. Alexander Walker has 7. Here's a second one. No good. It's the top of the iron. Rebounded by Braxton Key of Virginia. The Cavaliers have the ball. They take it past the timeline here into the hands of DeAndre Hunter. Feeds the ball now. Left wing of the perimeter. Kyle Guy passes the ball back to Ty Jerome. Virginia now with the ball up by 3. 39-36. 15-12 remaining to go. Right corner 3 from outside. No good by Virginia. He gets tipped out of bounds by the Hokies. So the Cavaliers will retain possession here with 15:09 remaining in regulation. So the Virginia Cavaliers to inbound. Ty Jerome looking for the open man. Feeds the ball to the back of the front court here to Braxton Key. He passes the ball. Going baseline. Jerome kicks the ball. Open 3. Right corner. Nothing but net from the outside is Kyle Guy with 20 points tonight. 5 for 9 from the outside. Virginia now is up 42-36. 14:50 left to go. The Hokies with the ball into the hands of Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Braxton Key. Walker looking for somebody to pass to. Finally finds Blackshear at the free throw circle. Blackshear looking around. 9 on the shot clock. Blackshear trying to take it inside and hits the jumper down inside the low post by Kerry Blackshear. The score now is 42, Virginia 38. Virginia Tech with 14:25 remaining. Virginia now with the ball. They take it past the timeline. It's Ty Jerome passes the ball right wing behind the perimeter, and dribbling out to the top of the key is Braxton Key. Passes the ball left wing to it's Kyle Guy. Feeds the ball right wing. Braxton Key back to Ty Jerome. Feeds the ball inside. An open pass, two-hand jam. Mamadi Diakite lighting it up for the Cavaliers as he jams that one home as nobody was there for the Hokies to cover him. 44-38, Virginia up by 6. Hokies now with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Right elbow with it is Blackshear. Blackshear feeds it. Catch and shoot outside. No good by Ty Outlaw. Rebounded by Virginia, but there's a foul called on the play with 13:41 remaining, and it looks like the foul was called on the rebound by the Cavaliers. So I'll update you guys with the chat once again. Feel free to like my videos. Share and subscribe to my channel if you guys wish as well, as I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. So right now we got 13:40 remaining. Score is 44-38. Now we are back to action here. So Virginia did get the ball back on the inbound. So the Cavaliers have it. And it's DeAndre Hunter dribbling around the perimeter. Feeds the ball left wing here to Ty Jerome, setting it up. And it's to Kyle Guy, who already has 20 points tonight for the Cavaliers. And the ball is stolen off the Guy pass, and it's going the other way for the Hokies here. Isaiah Wilkins, who sets up the offense and passes the ball back to Alexander Walker. 10 turnovers by Virginia. This is a team that turns the ball over the least amount of times in all college basketball. Virginia Tech now with the ball. Spin move inside, trying to look for somebody. Kicks the ball back outside. Nikhil from the outside. No good. It's the top of the iron. Fight for the rebound. Virginia has it. 12:50 remaining. The Cavaliers now setting back their offense. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my videos if you guys wish as well. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long, and of course, I'll be doing this in the March Madness tournament. Catch and shoot from the outside. Oh, no, it couldn't go down, though, by Kyle Guy. Fight for the rebound by the Hokies as it goes out of bounds at the baseline. Virginia Tech tried to save it, but no, it was last touched by Kerry Blackshear of the Hokies. So the ball will go back to Virginia on the inbound. The score right now, Virginia 44, Virginia Tech 38 with 12:29 remaining. And Virginia gets the inbound. The Cavaliers dribbling with the ball at the top of the key. This is Kyle Guy. Feeds the ball now to the right elbow, trying to dribble inside. And a foul called, and DeAndre Hunter will go to the line for two. Ty Outlaw picks up the foul for Virginia Tech. So Outlaw only not having a great night at all, missing a lot of times from the three-point line in this one. Coming into this game for Virginia Tech, Ty Outlaw ranked first in the ACC in three-point shooting percentage, shot the ball just above 48%, and right now he only has converted on one three-pointer out of the game, as he only has 3 points. He has 3 fouls as well. First shot from the line by DeAndre Hunter goes down as Virginia is up now 45-38 with 12:19 remaining. First shot from the line, it did go down. Here's the second, and Hunter hits both of them as Virginia has their largest lead of the night, up by 8. Right now it's 46-38. We got a timeout call by Buzz Williams of Virginia Tech with 12:15 left to go. Gonna update you guys on the scoreboard here. So we got Virginia 46, Virginia Tech with 38. 12:15 left to go. I'll go into the box score here since we're on a TV timeout. And we'll see who the leading scorers are, the team stats, as, yeah, it's been a pretty good game there for Kyle Guy of Virginia right now. So, yeah, Kyle Guy with an incredible night. 20 points right now for Kyle, leading the way. 5 for 10, shooting the ball from the outside. As the past 2 games, Kyle Guy also led the scoring for Virginia's against North Carolina last Monday. Kyle Guy and DeAndre Hunter both had 20 points in that one. Already tonight, Kyle Guy has 20. And then the last game against Notre Dame on Saturday, Kyle Guy had 22 points in that one. And right behind Kyle Guy, second on the team in scoring right now for the Cavaliers is Ty Jerome. He currently has 11 points in this one with 4 assists to go along with that. Leading the way for Virginia Tech will be Kerry Blackshear. He has 17 points right now and 5 rebounds for the Hokies, and Ahmed Hill looking like he's second on the team in scoring with 9 points right now for Virginia Tech. We look to some of these team stats currently, and Virginia shooting the ball at 47% from the field right now. Virginia Tech shooting at 42% from the field. And it's been the three-pointers that has not connected for Virginia Tech, shooting at an all-time season low here. They're 3 for 13 shooting the three-point shot from the outside, as that is only good for around 14% conversion on three-point shots. Virginia currently in this one shooting three-pointers. They're 7 for 19, and of course Kyle Guy's 5 for 10 from the outside. Also, the Cavaliers out rebounding the Hokies 24-18 in this one. However, coming into this game, Virginia turned the ball over the least amount of times out of all college basketball teams right now in the NCAA. But currently in this game, Virginia's turned the ball over 10 times. In this one, Virginia Tech has turned the ball over 6 times. So, yeah, different game for the Cavaliers here. So they've turned the ball over more times right now than the Hokies in this game. So we're on the TV timeout. And how about Illinois right now on a 4-game winning streak? They beat Michigan State. They beat Maryland, both of those teams in the top 25. Coming off a win against Ohio State on Thursday, and right now they're up against number 22 Wisconsin, 12-6 at Madison in that game. That's the only other game inside top 25 action right now. Number 23 Kansas State will tip off in about 35 minutes or so against West Virginia. Of course, the last time those two teams played back on January 9th, Kansas State came all the way back down by 21 points and beat West Virginia. That is a school record of largest comeback deficit for the K-State Wildcats. We're back to action here. The score is Virginia 46, Virginia Tech 38. Virginia Tech with the ball now, passing around the perimeter at the right wing with 6 on the shot clock. Virginia Tech looking for a 3-point shot. And they feed the ball 2 on the shot clock, and we have a deflection by Virginia. The ball goes out of bounds with double zeros on the shot clock, and it looks like a shot clock violation on the block out of bounds. We'll see with 11:49 remaining. We do have another TV timeout here. I'm going to update you guys with the chat. Virginia, still the same score, 46-38. This time, though, we have 11:49 remaining in regulation. 11:48 left to go in this game. Still an 8-point lead. That's the largest lead for the Cavaliers so far in this game. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe if you guys wish to my channel as well. Spread the word as well if any of you wish out there. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so don't miss out on the action here with Behind the Arc Basketball, gearing you up for the March Madness tournament about a month away. As this Virginia Cavalier team trying to look completely different from how they performed in the last March Madness tournament, as they were the first team ever to be a #1 seed that lost to a number 16. They lost to UMBC in last year's tournament. And yeah, I get that question like every single stream to show the screen. I'm not able to do that. Sorry about that, because if I do, I get a copyright strike and they give me like a copyright strike on it, and I wouldn't be able to do videos. So I see those. Yeah, that's the only reason why, because I get asked that all the time. But I see people who do that for like NFL games that show the game, and they get their video like taken down 10 minutes later, and then that's where they get the copyright strike from, and then they're not able to stream anymore. So yeah, so I'm not able to do that. So I only do play-by-play and live reactions. But there's people who actually do this for like yeah, definitely that's so weird. It's because of like it's copyrighted content. That's why. Because I saw somebody do that for the Duke Louisville game. It got like 50,000 views on it, but like 10 minutes later, it got like a copyright strike by YouTube, and then that person got like a strike on their account, and they're not able to like post videos for like a full month or so. So that's why. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe. I do play-by-play and live reactions of college basketball games. I'll be doing this throughout the season. And of course, this one, big battle of the Virginias tonight right now. Yeah, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. I'll be having games all week long. Tomorrow, battle for Indiana. It'll be Purdue going up against Indiana. And of course, don't miss out Wednesday. It'll be North Carolina against Duke. I think that Virginia will probably win this one. Virginia, the only team they've lost to so far is Duke, and right now it just seems like their away games, they're like unfazed in away games right now. Coming into this one, Virginia is 7-1 on the road, while the Hokies are 12-1. But here we are, as the Virginia Tech right now has not shot the ball well at all from behind the arc in this one, and that's why they're down by 8 here. So we're back to action, and the Cavaliers have the ball. It's into the hands of Ty Jerome, and what a night Kyle Guy has had so far. He has 20 points so far for the Cavaliers. Now at the right wing behind the perimeter is Kihei Clark with the ball. He feeds the ball down into the baseline, and they pull it back outside to DeAndre Hunter, who goes now with the ball. Ty Jerome trying to dribble inside, kicks it back outside, left corner three, and no, it couldn't go down by Virginia, but an offensive rebound, and couldn't get that one off the backboard. Too strong, but a third effort, and it's up and in by Virginia with 10 offensive rebounds on the game, and the Cavaliers with their largest lead of the night, 48-38. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll be doing videos all week. I got Duke against North Carolina on Wednesday at 9 p.m. So I'll be back doing some more ACC action. Right corner three outside, and no good by Virginia Tech. An offensive rebound by Kerry Blackshear. And he gets fouled, so he'll go to the line now for two. So the score right now, Virginia 48, Virginia Tech 38. Virginia pulling out to their largest lead of the night after they did miss 2 shots in a row, but on the third offensive rebound, they did get it up and in off the glass. So now the Hokies with Blackshear will go to the line here. So the Hokies down by 10 with 10:44 remaining. Kerry Blackshear at the line. He hits his first. I'm going to update the chat here. Virginia with 48. Virginia Tech with 39. Kerry Blackshear, he hit his first from the line. Here's his second one. He's a 73% free throw shooter on the season. And Kerry Blackshear with his second one, and he hits both of them right there. Got the courtesy of the rim to fall in and rattle into the net. So it's 48-40. Virginia with 10:38 remaining. They have the ball. They take it past the timeline with Ty Jerome into the hands of Kihei Clark. Passes the ball right wing with its DeAndre Hunter dribbling around the outside perimeter towards his left, and he passes the ball left wing to Ty Jerome. He'll set up the offense, passes the ball back to Hunter here. Hunter kicks the ball back to Jerome. Jerome feeds the ball baseline inside, and we did have another, looks like a stoppage in time. Might have been another foul on Virginia with 10:19 remaining. Let's see. Virginia Tech picks up the foul here. So that's the fourth foul by the Hokies in the second half tonight. Virginia has 6 fouls as a team. So the next time that the Cavaliers foul, that will mean that Virginia Tech will go to the line in the bonus. But here we are again. The Cavaliers will get the inbound with 10:19 remaining. 18 on the shot clock. And they're passing around the perimeter. DeAndre Hunter feeds the ball right wing, trying to go inside. Ty Jerome kicks it back outside. Trying to go inside again. DeAndre Hunter, jumper inside the low post, no good. Fight for the rebound, and we do have a foul called. And Virginia gets called with a rebounding foul. So that's their 7th foul on the night of the second half by the Cavaliers. So we got a stoppage in time here. So 48-39. I'll update the score. Thank you so much for joining in. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long, and of course, into the March Madness tournament. So it is 48-40, and Virginia Tech will go to the line here for the 1-and-1 since it was a rebounding foul by Virginia. 48-40. Kerry Blackshear is 19 points, 7 rebounds, and he's at the line once again for the Hokies. And no good. He missed the first shot, the 1-and-1, and that means that it can get rebounded since they're not in the double bonus yet. So Virginia gets the rebound. They try to go inside. They kick it back outside again, and the ball is tipped on the inside pass and going the other way. Virginia Tech with a steal. Dribbling inside. And up and in off the backboard and into the cylinder between the fenders was Jonathan Kabongo, who's come off the bench here for the Hokies, who's pumping up this Hokie crowd. So the score now is 48-42. We have 9:44 remaining, and Kabongo got fouled as well by Diakite as he went inside on Diakite. So Kabongo will go to the line for 1. So keeping things interesting, Kabongo hits it from the free throw line, 48-43. The Hokies on quite a bit of a run. There with a three-point play by Jonathan Kabongo, the freshman from Toronto. Virginia now with the ball passing around the perimeter. Kyle Guy with it. Passes to the top of the key to Diakite, and it goes into the hands of Ty Jerome at the top of the key, trying to dribble baseline. Dribbles back outside for Jerome. Left wing three outside, and he hits it as Ty Jerome. 51-43. That was a huge three there by Ty. With 9:10 remaining. Jerome with 14 points right now. Virginia Tech dribbling around the perimeter. Jonathan Kabongo with the ball on the feet inside the black shear, trying to go inside. Ooh, a player gets bumped and down to the ground. No foul called. That was Nikhil Alexander who tried to take it inside, and he got bumped right on the forehead and fell down to the ground, passed the ball to his teammate. But no foul called. Virginia does get the rebound. Braxton Key with the ball. Catch and shoot from the outside. Right wing, no good by Kyle Guy. Rebounded by the Hokies with 8:35 remaining in an 8-point game, 51-43. As Virginia Tech now, still with the ball behind the perimeter. Nikhil Alexander Walker trying to dribble inside. He's at the left wing. He passes the ball off, and now it's the Black Shear at the top of the key. 7 on the shot clock. He feeds the ball off. Looking for Black Shear. Black Shear. Low post down inside with 2 seconds on the shot clock. No, it circled around the rim, but he couldn't get it to fall on the cylinder. Rebounded by Virginia. 8-point lead by the Cavaliers. They take it past the timeline with 8 minutes to play. Trying to dribble baseline down inside. They kick it. Try to kick it back to the left corner, but it was tipped out of bounds by the Hokies. So when we get back from the TV timeout, Virginia will get the ball back on the inbound pass. But a huge three from the outside to put this game back to an 8-point lead as Ty Jerome dribbled around the perimeter and put himself back from the left elbow back to the left wing outside and delivered with a clutch three to put the Cavs back to an 8-point lead. I'm going to update you guys with the chat here during this timeout. 51, Virginia. Virginia Tech, 43. 7:56 remaining. And if you like college basketball, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel and keep up to date here with Behind the Arc Basketball, as I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, and I'll be doing this, of course, into the March Madness tournament as well. Big week of games coming up. Purdue against Indiana, and of course, don't miss out on Duke against North Carolina. Hopefully, I'll get a good amount of people there tuning in as well. We look to some of these team stats. Right now, Virginia shooting the ball 45% from the field. The Hokies shooting the ball at around 40% from the field. As we look to the three-point shooting, that's what's been the difference in this one. Virginia Tech only connecting on 3 out of 22 shots from the outside in this one. That's a season low for the Hokies. While Virginia keeping up their three-point shooting right now, 8 for 23. In courtesy of Kyle Guy, who's 5 for 11 from the outside. Ty Jerome also hitting some clutch threes down the path, 3 for 5 right now, as the Cavaliers out rebounding the Hokies right now, 30 to 21 in this one. However, Virginia coming into the game, they turned the ball over the least amount of times out of all the teams in college basketball. But right now, Virginia has turned over the ball 11 times in this one. The Hokies have turned it over 6 times so far tonight. So it's been a tale of 2 stories with a difference here. But yeah, I knew there'd be a problem with Virginia Tech's size. They only have one player that's taller than 6'5" on that team, and that's Kerry Blackshear. Coming into this game, Virginia Tech has the fewest amount of rebounds out of all 15 teams in the ACC, as they average about 32 rebounds per game, and that's what's giving the Hokies a lot of trouble tonight's rebounding. Also, what they do best is three-point shooting, as they're 3rd in the nation in three-point shooting, as they rank right behind Lehigh and Wofford, but this is going to hurt them. This is going to probably put them now around top 5 in three-point shooting, as they're shooting the ball at a dismal 3 for 22 at 13% in this game for Virginia Tech, and that's why they're down by 8 at this point in the game. So not much action going on in the top 25. It's only Illinois against Wisconsin, but right now we're back from a TV timeout. Virginia with 51, Virginia Tech with 43. We have 7:56 left to go in the second. And it looks like the Cavaliers will inbound here as they get the ball into the hands of DeAndre Hunter, who passes the ball here to Ty Jerome, dribbling towards the Virginia Tech logo. Jerome at the left wing feeds the ball to the left corner, trying to dribble baseline to kick it back outside to the left wing. Deep three for Virginia, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it looks like Virginia Tech comes up with it. So the Hokies now down by 8 with 7:32 remaining. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with the ball in his hands, passes the ball off to Beatty, feeds the ball at the free throw circle to Blackshear. Miscommunication stolen away by Virginia. Fast break, up and in with a two-handed jam. DeAndre Hunter off the steal by the Cavaliers, and Virginia extends their lead now up 53-43 with 7:10 left to go. The Hokies now with the ball passing around the perimeter at the right wing of the perimeter with its Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The ball is tipped and the ball is stolen again. Virginia with another steal with 6:52 left to go in the second. They pass the ball now to the left wing behind the arc. The Cavaliers slowing down tempo with its Braxton Key. Feeds the ball now low post. DeAndre Hunter backing his way inside the low post. Jumper, shoot, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds by Diakite right there for Virginia. It looked like it almost went into the cylinder for a second, but it didn't. But we're looking at the replay, but what a huge steal by DeAndre Hunter to put it up and in. So the score right now is that Virginia has a 10-point lead against Virginia Tech as we're under 7 minutes left to play. 6:30 left to go. 53-43. Cavaliers up by 10. Hokies with the ball. Dribbling left side of the perimeter, Nickeil Alexander-Walker feeds the ball off to the top of the key here with Ahmed Hill. Hill is guarded by Ty Jerome of Virginia. Ahmed Hill feeds the ball off, and he gets the ball back. Ahmed Hill misses the deep two, and it's rebounded by the Cavaliers with 6:05 remaining. They take it past the timeline. Ty Jerome passes the ball off to Kyle Guy. He feeds the ball off left wing here for the Cavaliers. Top of the key, right wing with it, and they pass the ball left wing outside, and Virginia with a three-pointer to extend their lead to 13, and they're on an 8-0 run in the past 3 minutes, 35 seconds. Timeout call by Buzz Williams as the Cavaliers are up right now, 56-43, the largest lead of the game. I'm going to update the chat here. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. So if you like college basketball, this is the place to be right here. 56-43, Virginia looking like they're going to be 23-2 on the season, as we only have 5:42 left to go in regulation. So right now we're on a timeout call by Buzz Williams, but it's looking like this lead is a pretty comfortable 13-point lead here by the Cavaliers, as they're right behind Duke in the ACC. The only team that they've lost to this season has been in the hands of the Duke Blue Devils, as those are where both of the losses by Virginia has come from. As, of course, they'll look for redemption come a month from now in the March Madness tournament. They'll probably be a #1 seed come Selection Sunday. And hopefully it'll be a better outcome this time for them when they go up against that 16 seed. So I have a good amount of streams coming up this week. The battle for Indiana tomorrow. I do play-by-play live reactions of that one. Is Purdue against Indiana at 7 p.m. Don't miss out on Duke against North Carolina. Battle for North Carolina right there. Wednesday night at 9 p.m. I'll have that stream. We're back to action here. Virginia Tech with the ball down by 13. Blackshear at the right elbow feeds the ball. Top of the key three. And no good. Virginia Tech shooting the ball in an all-time low from the outside. I think they're like 3 for 22 shooting three-pointers tonight. I think that's a wrap. They're shooting the ball around 12% from behind the three-point arc. Virginia did get the rebound, but it's stolen away by Virginia Tech. One man a beat and a two-handed jam to light up the crowd. Here's Virginia Tech's not done. Ahmed Hill with a huge steal with 5 minutes left to go. 56-45. That just might have put the Hokies back up in this game. Virginia with the ball. Braxton Key feeds the ball now. Left wing trying to go left elbow here with Diakite. Jumper. Deep two, no good. Rebounded by Blackshear of the Hokies. 4:40 left to go. They take it past the timeline. Nikhil Alexander-Walker trying to go inside. Inside the low post. Up and in. We got ourselves a 4-0 run for the Hokies, and it's a 9-point lead here for the Cavaliers. 56-47. The leading scorer, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, coming into this game for the Hokies, only has 9 points. He averages about 17. As we have a stoppage in time with 4:20 left to go in the second. Gonna update the score again. Virginia 56, Virginia Tech 47. Virginia Tech trying to climb back here. Virginia with the ball on the inbound. Kyle Guy in his hands passes it off. Ty Jerome trying to take it inside, floats it up and in. Inside the low post right there by Ty Jerome. Back to an 11-point lead by the Cavaliers. 16 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds by Ty Jerome tonight. Virginia Tech now with the ball at the right elbow. With Blackshear. Feeds the ball off to Hill. The ball is tipped, and we do have a foul called with 3:49 remaining. I'll update the chat here. It seems like we do have like a little bit of a stoppage in time. So it's 58-47. Virginia up by 11. With 3:49 remaining in regulation. The last time they played about a month ago, Virginia beat Virginia Tech by a hefty margin. That was on January 15th, where Virginia won that game 81-59. That was in courtesy of Ty Jerome in that game. Had a career high 12 assists for Virginia in the last win against Virginia Tech. Looks like Virginia, if nothing strange happens here, they're looking like they're going to be 23-2 after this one. DeAndre Hunter led the Cavaliers with points scored that game with 21 points. Virginia in that game shot the ball at a solid 58.5% from the field in the last win against Virginia Tech. Let's check and see how they're doing tonight. The Cavaliers shooting the ball quite lower than that, but still much better than the Hokies right now, shooting the ball around 48% from the field for the Cavaliers. The Hokies of Virginia Tech shooting the ball around 40% from the field. What's been the killer for the Hokies tonight has been three-point shooting. They rank third in the nation coming into this game, right behind Lehigh and Wofford in three-point shooting percentages. They're led by Ty Outlaw, the number one three-point shooter in the ACC, averaging 48% conversion on his three-point shots. But yeah, this one's going to be a killer. Shooting the ball 3 for 23 tonight, an all-time season low here for Virginia Tech at 13% from the field on three-point shooting. However, on the other side, Virginia shooting the ball from three-point range. They're 9 of 24 in this one. Kyle Guy is 5 for 12 in this game. He leads the scoring with 20 points. He's been sitting at that 20-point stat line for a while, but the point distribution has been going out to Ty Jerome, who right now is 16 for Virginia, and DeAndre Hunter in third right now in the scoring with 10 points. We look to the college basketball scoreboard right now, see what else is going on, and number 22, Wisconsin, may be the next team to fall at the hands of this very well improved Illinois Fighting Illini squad, as Illinois just keeps on getting better and better each and every game. They have a record of 10-15 right now, but they've won 4 in a row. They beat Michigan State. They beat Maryland. They coming off their first away win of the season against Ohio State, and right now Illinois with a 24-20 lead against Wisconsin in that one. We're on a TV timeout here. Virginia with an 11-point lead with 3:49 remaining. We're about to get back to action after the Buzz Williams timeout for the Hokies. And Virginia looking like they might be 23-2 as we're under 4 minutes to play. The Hokies at the free throw line, though. So Virginia Tech shooting at the free throw line. At the bonus, first one goes down. The score right now is a 10-point lead for Virginia. Ahmed Hill with 12 points. He hit the first free throw right there. Number 13, the senior from Augusta, Georgia. First shot from the line was good. Here's a second one by Ahmed Hill, trying to make this a 9-point game, and he does. Virginia 58, Virginia Tech 49. We have 3:49 left to go in regulation, and the Cavaliers will get the ball back on the inbound. They pass it, and they pass the timeline into the hands of Kyle Guy. Goes into the hands here of Ty Jerome as he dribbles and passes the ball off right wing to Braxton Key at the top of the key. And he throws the ball off here to Kyle Guy with his 20 points tonight. Passes the ball right wing of the perimeter to Ty Jerome. Feeds the ball right elbow jumper. Deep two, no good by DeAndre Hunter. Rebounded by the Hokies as Virginia Tech is down by 9 with 3:18 remaining. 9 games this season, Virginia and the Cavaliers have allowed less than 50 points this season. Top of the key three, no good by the Hokies. Rebounded by the Cavaliers, and the shooting woes from behind the three-point line continue for the night by the Virginia Tech Cavaliers. Virginia with the ball, 2:53 remaining. Left wing around the perimeter. Kyle Guy with the ball now for Virginia. Feeding off some clock, 10 on the shot clock. They pass it around the perimeter. Right wing three from the outside. Step back, no good by Ty Jerome. Rebounded by the Hokies. In transition with a burst of speed past defenders. No good, too strong off the rim, but his teammate is there, and Kerry Blackshear puts it up and in off the glass. And with 2:30 left, Virginia Tech now on a run. Kerry Blackshear with 21, 58-51 Virginia with a 7-point lead. The Hokies have come out of nowhere the past few minutes and gone on a little bit of a scoring run. The Cavaliers passing the ball around the perimeter. Left corner three from the outside. Oh, he hits it. Virginia with a clutch three. Again, Kyle Guy with 23 tonight. 61-51. 6 for 13 from behind the arc for tonight's game for Kyle Guy. A minute 52 remaining. Open left corner three by Ty. Outlaw, no good. Offensive rebound by Virginia Tech. Blackshear got the rebound. He kicks the ball back outside. Top of the key three. No good by the Hokies. Another offensive rebound by Ty Outlaw this time. So the Hokies with the ball again. They need to start hitting some threes. I think they're shooting 3 for 26 from three-point range. Dish the ball inside. Kick it back outside. Virginia Tech with a big move around the defender and up and in with a burst of speed by Ahmed Hill, and he'll go to the line for one. Virginia with 61. Virginia Tech with 53. Virginia Tech will go to the free throw line as well. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, and I'll be doing this, of course, into the March Madness tournament. Tomorrow, I've got Purdue against Indiana. Don't miss out on Wednesday. It will be North Carolina against Duke. A minute 25 remaining. I'm updating the score here. It's even closer. 61-54. Ahmed Hill has 16 tonight. Virginia gets the ball in the inbound. Looks like Virginia Tech's with some double team pressure at the half court, but Virginia gets it past the half court with a minute 15 remaining. The Hokies are going to have to follow because the Cavaliers want to take time off the clock. A minute 10. Ball into the hands of Ty Jerome here for the Cavaliers. 10 on the shot clock, 1:04 remaining. Ty Jerome at the right wing behind the perimeter. Feeds the ball to the top of the key to Diakite. Feeds the ball off left wing three, and that's nothing but net, and that might have just iced it for Virginia tonight as they're up by 10 once again. What a clutch three by Virginia. 64-54. Virginia Tech calling the timeout by Buzz Williams, and they're shooting the ball at a season low 3 for 26 from behind the three-point line. So I'm going to update the score here. 64 Virginia. 54 Virginia Tech. Got 47 seconds remaining in this one. So feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe if you guys wish. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. So don't miss a beat here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, getting you ready to the March Madness tournament about a month from now. And it's looking like this Virginia Cavaliers team could be a #1 seed once again, most likely looking like it. As the only team they've lost to is the #1 team inside the AP poll, the Duke Blue Devils. And hopefully this year will be a different outcome with a 1 versus the 16. 12% shooting from behind the arc by Virginia Tech. They were coming into this game 3rd in all college basketball in three-point shooting. Another three-pointer is missed. They're 3 for 27. Virginia gets the ball back as they tried to save it from going out of bounds, but it looks like the ref says that Virginia actually did step on the baseline, so it gets ruled out of bounds with 37.2 seconds remaining. The Hokies will get the ball back on the inbound. Down by 10, the Hokies need to start drilling threes in a matter of seconds. And they almost lose control of the ball. They're at the top of the key here. Trying to dribble inside. It looks like they're going to settle for a 2. They can't even get that shot to fall. Up inside, and Blackshear's rejected. What a block by Virginia. Right there with 26.2 seconds remaining. But the refs get together. They'll say that it's a goaltend. But that looked like on the screen just an absolute nasty block. Must have went over the cylinder. However, so they'll roll the basket, and the score right now 64-56. Virginia will get the inbound, and we have a timeout called. Yep, timeout called here. 64-56. What a game. 26.2 seconds remaining. This game's not over yet. Stranger things can happen. That's for sure. There was a team down by 6 a few weeks ago that came back, and with 30 seconds left, they won it. I think that was Stephen F. Austin who won that game. I think it was against Abilene Christian, it might have been. But here we are again, 26.2 seconds remaining. Virginia Tech and Buzz Williams trying to chalk up something to see if they can come back in this one, and three-point shooting has not been working for them, and it's been a problem too as their star point guard Justin Robinson, who ranks all time in Virginia Tech history in assists, as he has 551 total assists, and he's out on right now. He's on the bench with a walking boot on, as he injured his ankle back on January 30th against Miami. He's the leading point guard for this team, as coming into this game, he is first in the ACC in assists, and that's been a huge loss the last couple of games or so for Virginia Tech. And Virginia Tech just leaves Virginia wide open. Diakite had an open net, and he missed the slam dunk. This is a 6-point game, and no good by Virginia Tech. And there's a tie up here for the fight for the rebound, it looks like. Let's see what the refs roll here. Diakite was wide open and just being too fancy. Had the easy two-handed jam, uncontested all alone, and whoopsie. Missed the slam dunk. He just misses the rim. Boink there. And hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt Virginia today. That is not good. Yeah, because I'm seeing on the replay, yeah. Yeah, he might as well get benched for that. Yeah, he has a stern talking to right there by Tony Bennett. And no good from the free throw line by Virginia. Virginia Tech gets the rebound. Still a 6-point game, 5 seconds left. Up and in with 4 seconds remaining, and it's 64-58. And this is ball game here. Nothing much because it's a 2-score game. Nothing really much to do there. But this one is gone final. Virginia 64. Virginia Tech 58. This game has gone final. Thank you so much all for tuning into the stream. And feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. We'll go into the box score here as this game has gone final. The Virginia Tech Cavaliers improving to 23-2 overall, 11-2 in ACC play. The only team that's defeated them this season has been the Duke Blue Devils, the current AP #1 team right now in the nation. We'll go into the box score here since this one has just gone final. Kyle Guy shooting the ball 6 for 13 from the outside, 23 points on the night for Kyle. Leading the way for the Cavaliers once again. Ty Jerome, second on the team with 16 points. 3 for 6 shooting from the outside. DeAndre Hunter adding in 10 for Virginia. We look to the leading scores for Virginia Tech, and Kerry Blackshear with another double-double. 23 points, 13 rebounds tonight, leading the way for the Hokies. In there, second on the team in scoring is Ahmed Hill with 16, and he had 5 rebounds, 3 steals on the night, and 2 assists. And third on the team for scoring, Nikhil Alexander Walker with 11 points on the night scoring, and he had 4 assists for the Virginia Tech Hokies. So, the 6-point win for Virginia to make them improve here at Blacksburg. But let's see these team stats here. Virginia shooting the ball at 46% from the field. The Hokies shooting the ball just under 40% from the field. And that season low, 3 for 28, shooting 3-pointers from the outside tonight. Coming into this game, Virginia was ranked 3rd in the nation in 3-point shooting, just below #1 Lehigh and #2 Wofford, but that's going to hurt them. Their 3 for 28 performance, only good for a conversion of just below 11% conversion from the 3-point line. And Virginia, the opposite tonight. 11 for 27 shooting 3-pointers. They shot the ball just below 41% from 3-point range tonight. And what else played a role here? Virginia out-rebounding Virginia Tech in this one, 34-32. Coming into this game, Virginia turned over the ball the fewest amount of times out of any team in all of college basketball. But in this game, they turned the ball over 13 times. In this one, Virginia Tech, they only turned the ball over 8 times in this game. So actually, Virginia Tech didn't turn over the ball that often in this game. We look to these ACC standings, and we see that Virginia right now sitting at 11-2, and Duke currently in first right now at 11-1, currently inside the ACC. We'll look and see what else is going on. So Virginia still at #2 right now. North Carolina and Duke, I'll have that game for you guys on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Don't miss out on that stream. I'll have Purdue against Indiana tomorrow night at 7 p.m. That'll be a battle for Indiana. But Duke currently first in the ACC at 11-1 in the conference. Virginia right behind them at 11-2. North Carolina sitting at 10-2, playing against Duke on Wednesday, which I'll have the stream for. Louisville at 9-4. Florida State at 8-4. Syracuse as well. And Virginia Tech drops with Florida State and Syracuse as Virginia Tech falls to 9-5 in conference play and 20-6 overall. Other than that, North Carolina State and Clemson are the other 2 teams still projected right now inside the March Madness bracket. Clemson currently sits on the bubble as they had that big loss against Louisville as their shot was blocked as time expired. But yeah, that's basically it for tonight. Illinois right now trying to build on that winning streak as they're up at halftime against #22 Wisconsin right now, up at half by a point. It's 26-25. But that's basically a wrap for tonight. Virginia getting things done against Virginia Tech. The Cavaliers coming out victorious, 64-58. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel if you guys wish. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Indiana against Purdue, but this has been it for tonight. Everybody, have a safe night. I hope you enjoyed my video, and thank you guys for tuning in so much. Good night, everybody.